Hello, hey, it's Museum Minute again. This is Rocky with the Kansas National Guard Museum maintenance crew. Wanted to welcome you to a new week and introduce you some new equipment. Do want to say first though, thanks for coming out to Heartland Military Days last week. We had a big crowd. I think the general said we had like 600 or so. That's a lot of folks, and hope you had a great day if you came out. Hey, we're out here at the exhibit hall, and we've been rearranging chairs on the Titanic, if you can see there. All kinds of stuff moving around. We're getting ready for a Jeep to come in, and then later on this afternoon we're expecting a new duck and a Sherman tank. They're coming up Interstate 35 right now from our friends in Oklahoma, so we're looking forward to that and showing those to you. But today I have something special for you. This is the M45 Quadmount. That's my thumb there, by the way. Interesting piece of equipment. We had they were built back in during World War II times as an anti-aircraft gun. You can see they carried 4 50 caliber machine guns, M2 Brownings, and these are quite unique. This was originally made as an anti-aircraft gun. Later on it was changed to a ground support gun because the airplanes started flying too fast to be able to catch up with them with this type of equipment. So they were transferred to that, used up through the Vietnam War. As you can imagine, the firepower on here would be quite dramatic. 450 caliber machine guns firing, and they could be converged to a single point, like chasing an airplane across the sky, and would be really handy to be able to do that. But once again, once the jet fighters came in, they were a little too fast for this equipment, so it was used to ground support. In fact, it was so effective at ground support, its nickname was the kraut mower or the meat chopper. You can imagine this thing shooting. What would happen is the uppers would fire together, the lowers would fire together. That would give the barrels a chance to stay cooler. And they also had mounted up here right along this part ammo boxes. They were called tombstones because they could hold like they looked like a tombstone, and they could hold like 200 rounds at a time. This one here is mounted on an M20 trailer, so it's towable and could be pulled behind, or it could be set up in the back of a truck. It was also for a time placed on the back of an M16 track vehicle, a half track. As you can see here, something else interesting. These machine guns here are actually plastic. They were 3D printed by our staff here at the museum, and even the bullets are 3D printed. They're actually plastic as well, but they give you an idea of the size. But quite an interesting gun here. It would traverse from -10 degrees down up to 90 degrees up. It would spin 360 degrees with 6-volt rechargeable batteries that run the system. It spun with an electric motor. The operator, the gunner, would sit right down in here, and as he sat down in there, you can see he had plates here that protected him. On later models, there was ears out here called bat wings that stuck out that gave extra protection. And then there were 2 extra loaders that would keep it loaded while the gunner used the guns. But you can imagine the firepower that came out of something like this with 4 of these shells coming out at a time, coming at you if you were on the ground. And so it was quite effective, and up until through the Vietnam War. So anyway, thought you might find that interesting. That's the M45 Quadmount mounted on the M20 trailer. You come out here to the exhibit hall at Kansas Museum of the National Guard, take a peek at it. Remember, we're open every day, Monday through Saturday, free of charge, and you're welcome to come out. And don't forget the last thing, this is where heroes live.